Hi everyone, it's nice to see you all back once again through this virtual class. Children, in the past few classes, we have been learning different segments in unit number one. We have completed the prose, the poetry, the non-detail, and also the vocabulary exercises. And now we come to the last segment in unit number one, that is grammar. There are three grammar topics which are assigned to you in unit number one. The first one, of course, is uh, tenses. Second one is modal auxiliaries. And the third one, of course, is the reported speech. So to begin with, let us start our class today with tenses. So what is a tense? So tense is something which shows the time of action. It might have happened in the past, it might have happened before, or it might happen now, present, or it might happen after, the future. So these are the three tense. So tense is something which shows the time of the action. So the part of speech, there are 8 parts of speech in English. In that, verb is also one of the important part of speech. So the only part of speech which deals with tense is the verb. So generally, what is a verb? A verb is something which shows both action and tense. Sometimes some kind of verbs show only the action. Pardon me, only the tense. So such verbs are called auxiliary verbs. So another form of verb is the main verb, which shows both action and tense, which you have already studied in your previous classes. For example, if I say the word run, it shows action, run, action, and it also shows tense, ran, which happened in the past, will run, which will happen in the future. But there are other verbs, that is the auxiliary verbs, which shows only tense. And you should keep in fingertips about the all the 24 auxiliary verbs in your with you. Now, if any juncture at any time, no, those things will be needed. So, what are the 24 auxiliary verbs? Am, is, was, are, were, have, has, had, do, did, does, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, need to, ought to, dare to, used to. So, these are the 24 auxiliary verbs. Now, coming back to the tense which is given in your textbook. Here, there are, for each tense, there are 4 different forms. That's what is given in your textbook. Because the verb is used differently according to the context of the sentence. Now, for example, if you take present tense, there are 4 forms in present tense. That is simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. These are the 4 forms. So, like that, the same form will be with the other 2 tense as well. Now, what is a simple tense? A verb, now let's take it as an example for present tense. The verb in its original form is what is simple tense. If it is present, we say it is simple present. You can see the sentence there, present simple. I play basketball every week. So what is the form? Subject plus verb plus object. That is the form. It's given as V1, that is verb in the first form. So when verb changes according to each sentences, accordingly the number has been given in the rest of the column, which you can see in the screen there. So present simple. So play, the verb is in its original form. Look at the verb in the second one, present continuous. Am playing. Now, when you look at the sentence here, am playing, you can see it is continuous. So this particular thing, am playing, this means that the sentence is continuous. See here, play, here this one, the verb is in its original form. Now, a perfect tense will always have form, have just played, and perfect continuous have been playing. So these are the 4 forms of the verb. Now, look at once again. So verb in its original form is play. So that is simple tense. So ing form. So ing form means the action is continuous. Now I play basketball every week. That means it is a fact or it is a habit. I am playing basketball now. That means the action is continuous. It's happening continuous. Whenever you use an ing form, you should always use a be verb before that. You can see the be verb here, am. There are 5 be verbs which you know. Am, is, was, are, were. These are the 5 be verbs. So I am playing. If it was he is playing. If it was they are playing, etc. So this is the continuous ing form. Now perfect tense, there you will always have the have form. So there are 3 have forms. Have and has is for present tense, and had, had is for past tense, which you can see here. Had is for past tense. Now where will you use have? I have just played basketball. They have just played basketball. Only after the third person singular, that is he, she and it, you will use has, has. He has just played basketball. Likewise, the same thing. So what is a perfect tense? So the action which has just begun. Now say I have just played basketball. That means you have just begin and it is almost, it is just over. It just began and it's just over. I have just played basketball. It didn't happen in the recent past. It just happened very recently. And when it's perfect continuous, you can see that have form of the verb will be there. Ing form is there. Along with that, you will add been for that. So I have been playing basketball for 3 hours. So here, what does the sentence mean? That means the action started long before and it is still continuing. I have been playing basketball for 3 hours. I started playing basketball before 3 hours and still I'm continuing. So I have been playing. So this is what is perfect continuous. So this is an example which we saw for present tense. So same thing will apply for the other past tense. So past tense play, the past tense of play is played. So I played. So this is simple past. So verb in its original form, but it is in past tense. Here ing form, continuous. You can see past continuous here. So here I was playing. Then past perfect, I had played. Now I said even if it is third person singular, he, she, it, you have to say it as he had played or she had played. And the next one is perfect continuous, past perfect, had been playing. Here the meaning here, what it means is the action started in the past very long before and it is over. I had been playing basketball when he came. So when he came, the action is over. So these are the 4 forms for past tense as well. And in same thing continuous for present, future tense as well. For future tense, the word for to show that an action happens in the future, you use all the modal auxiliaries. So what are all the modal auxiliaries? You know, there are 9 modals and 4 quasi modals. So they are 9 modals: will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must. These are the 9 modals and 4 quasi modals. They are need to, ought to, dare to, used to. So these are the 4 quasi modals as well. So you will use all the modal verbs with the verb. So that will imply that it is a the sentence denotes the future. The I will play basketball. So this is future simple. And ing form, I will be playing. So this is the format. So this is the form. I will be playing. So it is continuous, and whenever it is in future, will be or shall be, can be. According to the mood of the speaker, you can use all those models. Now you can see that we have not used future perfect and future perfect continuous. So recently grammarians have observed that the future present and future perfect continuous can be the information can be conveyed through present perfect and present perfect continuous. That is why you have not given in the textbook, they have not given future perfect and future perfect continuous. I think now you got a clear idea about the tense and the different forms for each tense. For present tense, simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. And same thing for past tense as well: past simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Now, so based on this, in your textbook, they have given you few tasks. In fact, they have given you 3 tasks and you have to write the correct answer. Now all of you can take your textbook and you can note down the answer which I am going to dictate, I think once when I read, you yourself also can choose